Well, let me tell you what the flip side is. In India, we have more gurus than we have traffic lights. Why do I have to be publicly spiritual or believe in someone or a foundation or a philosophy?
A lot of the infrastructure of the Isha Foundation has been built on elephant corridors,
Really?
something which both the National Green Tribunal as well as the High Courts have admitted to. We tell you this goes against rule of law, which you stand for. This goes against living in harmony with species, both of which you've spoken right here at Nalsar. So if you could clarify regarding that.
You are saying, I will do this, I have magic, I create all these things, I touched and created vibrations, I created power there. You are talking like a magician.
I think that
Towards the last pages of you, please reread your book.
What exactly is inner engineering? You guys can tell us what is inner engineering, only then will we be able to, face the forces of planetary forces.
So right now, all of you, those of you who are clapping and screaming, listen to me.
Why do I have to be publicly spiritual or believe in someone or a foundation or a philosophy? Isn't spirituality something that doesn't need definition if privately I'm a good human being?
Generally in this country, this image has spread. If you say, I'm spiritual, first question they ask is, what are the things you cannot do? So their idea of spirituality is, it's some sort of a disability. Spirituality is not a disability, it is a tremendous empowerment. I drive my own car, I cook my own food, I do my own things. Is that a wrong thing to do?
A lot of the infrastructure of the Isha Foundation. So if you could clarify regarding that.
Okay there is a fan following for that also. So right now, all of you, those of you who are clapping and screaming, listen to me. You also, ma'am. What's your name? Huh? Sanchit? Ankita. Okay. The State Forest Department clearly has submitted to the High Court that this is not an elephant corridor. The Wildlife Trust of India has given a clear directive to the NGT that it's not an elephant corridor. The World Wildlife Fund says it's not an elephant corridor, but you say it's an elephant corridor. I don't know what's your relationship with the elephants. So, being in a legal profession you're going to get into, first you must get your facts right, all right?
The fact of the matter is, religion, both in this country and elsewhere in the world, has been responsible for far more deaths than any other activity of human being has been.
Definitely, I'm not
The
disagreeing
fact
with that.
is…
No, you're
that-
not making the distinction between seeking and believing.
No, we'll come to that. Let me say my piece.
You cannot come to that later. You have to look at it now because…
No, I will choose to… I will choose to tackle it when I choose to tackle it.
I
I'm
want
not
to tackle
here
it
as
now.
your follower.
No,
I'm
no,
here
no.
as a debater.
All
We are in a
right,
conversation.
you have asked me a question,
We are
let
here-
me complete it.
I have not asked you a question. I've
You
said
already
it.
asked.
I have not asked you a question. I've said, I made a statement that religion has been responsible for far more deaths than any other human activity. We are in an age of godmen. We are in an age of so-called, new age gurus, market gurus. Branding is… Look at all the branding of all the gurus that are going on.
You are saying these are market forces, these are godmen. Whoever in this country called himself a godman, only the goddamn journalists are doing this all the time.
Sure. I am not exempting. My persona as a journalist does not prevent me…
Have you seen one person who said, I'm a god man?
Of course, you are saying that. In your book, you are saying that.
What I'm saying?
You are saying, I will do this, I have magic, I create all these things, I touched and created vibrations, I created power there. You are talking like a magician.
I think that…
Towards the last pages of you, please reread your book.
I think you need to little educate yourself about English language then.
How did I make a mistake?
You're making up things.
Sorry?
Please, you're making up things. If you do not understand the way the book is written, you will need 10 readings to get it.
I don't interview how.
What is inner engineering? Is it a program that Isha Foundation hands out?
What is it?
What exactly is inner engineering? Is it something that you guys do and like only you, only if you guys can tell us what is inner engineering, only then will we be able to, face the forces of planetary forces? What exactly is this concept of inner engineering?
Oh, okay. We'll answer that. So right now, why don't you ask this institution, Nalsar, only if you tell us what is law, we will know what's the law? What is it?
I'm sorry, sir, could you clarify that? I didn't get what you just said. Like,
No. You tell your institution in which you are, only if you trap us here for 5 years and tell us what is the law, will we understand what is the law? Don't we know? Well, only because you do not know, you have come here, right, to learn. Similarly, only because people could not figure it out by themselves, they have come. And only because it's working for them, they're coming in millions. Okay, you have 700 people here, we have 9 million volunteers working across the world. So, it must be working for them. So do not make these judgments and don't think it's very smart to simply make judgments or everything. You are a lawyer, you are not a judge, all right?
People ask me, Sadhguru, how do you operate with all these people? All kinds of horrible questions they're asking, they're doing this, they're doing that. I said, my life is not about them, it's about me. It's about how I am. It's about me. It doesn't matter how they are, that's their choice. But how I am is my choice, this is my way. No matter what they do, I'm like this. Because I have not given that freedom to anybody that somebody can freak me, somebody can make me angry, somebody can make me happy, somebody can make me unhappy. These privileges I kept to myself. It's time you do that too. Because if somebody else can decide what can happen within you right now, isn't this the ultimate slavery? Huh? Isn't this? Someone else can decide what should happen within you. What happens around you, of course, so many people decide. What happens around us is not 100% ours. But what happens within me must be my making, isn't it?